Hi there, welcome to episode 9 of the Inspire Your Business podcast. This week's episode, I'm taking a look at something that is at the forefront of my mind this month. It's my word of the month, and that is courage. Specifically, do we have the courage to stick with it, to see things to the end game? After a long year of me talking some more about the Inspired Hub membership, I know firsthand it's taken me a huge amount of courage to build the membership and launch it out there to the world. Maybe it's the negative voices in our head that hold us back, or imposter syndrome that tells us we're not good enough to do it, or maybe we're watching others instead of focusing 100% on ourselves and our own greatness. Whatever it may be for you, I know firsthand for sure that it takes a huge amount of courage to get things to that end game, to put yourself out there and to really make a go out of it. So in this episode, I take you a little bit behind the scenes of the courage that I had to draw upon to launch the membership, with some fun stories and interesting things that went along with it. So I hope you enjoy this episode, and I'll talk to you soon. Hello, my inspired friends. I'm Jennifer Ward, entrepreneurial veteran turned entrepreneurial cheerleader and founder of the Inspired Hub membership. It wasn't that long ago that I sat feeling very alone in my office, filled with doubts and worried about running my business, and looking for support to break out of that bubble. My desire to find connections with others like me has led me down the path of discovery and has been the driving force behind the new Inspired Hub membership. The Inspired Hub is a space designed to empower entrepreneurs, to provide growth both personally and in your business, and to give you access to training and knowledge for the tools you need most. Most importantly, inspiration to create the business of your dreams. You can become an Inspired member today, so visit inspired.bm for all the details and to sign up. Join the mailing list and you'll receive this Inspire Your Business podcast straight in your inbox weekly, as well as other amazing offers, courses, and freebies when they come out. I hope you'll enjoy this episode, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Hello, my inspired friends. I'm back with you in another podcast. We're on a roll here, getting back into the groove and back into the swing of things in the new recording studio over here at the Ignite Collab. And we've been doing lots of fun things today in this digital studio, lots of recording going on. So I thought, great time to come at you with a podcast. Now, this episode, I would like to dive into something that's really been at the forefront of my mind this month. You may have seen it on my social media, and that is surrounding the topic of courage. And do we have the courage? Do we have the courage and the stamina together to get through the roadblocks that keep us back in our business? And nothing has rung more sort of strong in my mind when going through the whole process of developing the Inspired Hub membership and really um, getting down to the nitty gritty and producing the membership, i.e., building the platform, building the strategies around the launch, building all the social media pieces, because there was a whole lot of them. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I'm sure you've been inundated. I've been stopped in the street by many a friend saying, "You're spamming me on my Instagram." And I said, "Good, I'm doing my job." But really, the courage to stick with something and to see something through. And I think that rings strong for me as an entrepreneur. Um, in terms of when you see people start businesses and really not get them to the end game. And I know my own self was feeling extremely discouraged over the past sort of 6 to 8 months because I had this amazing idea for this epic membership that I know is so needed by so many entrepreneurs, but I was really struggling getting to the launch and getting it out there, sort of birthing the baby into the world. And so in this episode, I really wanted to dive in a little on that and talk a little bit about that journey and really the courage that I'm trying to keep in the forefront of my mind, to show up here on a podcast every week with you, and which was something I launched last year and then stopped after 7 episodes, I think, so it didn't really get very far. But, the courage to say, "You know what? That's okay. who cares? I tried at the time, it wasn't the right time. Now we're back with amazing tech, amazing equipment. If you're listening in, you can't see it, but I have amazing lights and headphones and microphones, all the things I didn't have when I first launched. So, we grow and we evolve, but it's all about having the courage to really stick it out and stick with it. So, I've been laughing at myself when I posted last week's podcast because I took a look at the first 7 podcast episodes. First off, I gave myself a lot of credit because those podcasts were produced on a 2009 27-inch iMac in my office space using my phone to record the audio. So, there's that. And so the production wasn't really ideal. I recorded them out of Zoom. And so, we just get started. And that's really the name of the game, right? Get started and push through. And now here I am in this amazing digital studio. But really, the courage to not feel, for me, hmm, uh, embarrassed or defeated by the fact that I had stopped the podcast because I'd been feeling quite guilty about it when I built the new membership, when I built the new website. Sorry, I had to build the page with the podcast and upload those 7 old episodes. And it's funny if you if you listen to them. Like the first one is like from about March of 2022. And I think I even talk about that that the membership is going to be launched in April. Then there's another one that talks about the membership being launched. I think the last one was it's coming to you in September. I swear to God there was 8 launch dates for this membership, but um trying to combat feeling discouraged by not ever meeting any of those deadlines is been the name of the game for me, and a huge amount of work internally to kind of move past feeling defeated constantly. So, courage and the courage to stick it through and the courage to say, you know what, I'm recording podcasts. I don't care if they're perfect. They're not perfect, but they're me. And that's how I'm going to show up and how I'm going to connect with people. And I think each one of us has that in us to be able to bring our expertise and our vibe and our passion to the people who want to hear it. And the people who want to hear it are going to be the ones that show up and hear it. So, you know, I thought about walking you guys a little bit through some of the severity of getting the membership launched. Um, so a little story behind how it all went down. So I've been talking about this. I just told you about 8 different launch dates, but really had never dived into actually building the membership platform. I built a lot of concepts around the membership without actually building the platform and the vessel to facilitate the membership. And I think that was surrounded by a lot of fear and a lot of um, worry that am I the one? A lot of imposter syndrome. Why me? Am I going to be able to do this? Am I good enough to do this? Who's going to want to hear this? All the things. And I kind of had an epiphany back in November where I was talking to a lot of entrepreneurs at a women's event, and a lady from the States was like, why not you? I mean, you've done all the things in entrepreneurship. I mean, you want to name it, I've done it. Um, and, the bad, the ugly, for sure. So why not do it and see what happens? Because you never know until you try, right? So it really set me on a path of like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to start building it. And immediately that Monday after that event on the weekend, I went in. I had already started building the new website, but I dove into the membership portal, started developing the first masterclass, which is the social media basics masterclass. And I thought, let's go. We're going to give this a really hardcore push to the end game. Well, I don't think I really realized how much of that how much was going to be entailed in the whole thing, because it was definitely a huge amount of courage to get to the end, and a lot of days thinking that I wasn't gonna get there, but, I have a great story. I've said it about 100 times through the whole month of February, where when I started teaching Zumba, which if you know me, you know Zumba's my thing. Zumba and Liverpool Football Club, that's what the things are. And when I first got licensed to teach Zumba, I was so excited, and my Zumba instructor had left Bermuda, and I know no one was going to teach like her except me. So I said, I'm going to do this. And all I did was I said, that's it. I'm doing a class, and I'm doing it on November the 12th. And that's it. And then I put that out on social media, told all my friends, talked it up, and then went, "Oh, crap. I don't know 15 songs to do in a Zumba class." I thought I did, but then when I went to do it, I said, "Oh my goodness." Well, you put it out there, you set that date, and you come hell or high water, that thing's getting done. And so that's exactly what happened with that first Zumba class, and that's exactly how this whole launch of the membership went down, to be honest. The notion of using the social media basics masterclass and creating a boot camp from it, I thought that's a great idea as a springboard into the membership, and was amazed at the reaction. It was so amazing. Had over 50 people sign up for it, which for someone that had never run a boot camp in my life was a pretty epic thing for me, and really flattering that that many people would sign up. So, once the sign up started coming in and the oomph started going, I thought, oh my gosh, the real courage really did need to come in. Like, can I do this? You know, oh my goodness. And so having that, like, end game and end result really became a couple of really hardcore, endless hours and weeks of um, struggle and late nights, and even up to the actual press of the button and here's the link to the website, and then the website didn't work. And thank God for the amazing people who were on that boot camp with me and were like, Jed, that is not the right page. I don't think it's the old page. And you just grin and bear it and like, okay, no problem. And you just keep going, stay courageous, figure it out, and change the link, and it worked right away. But now it's still this month a huge sort of mission of courage to continue on with it, to continue to really move forward, really push, and build the next master class, build the following master class, and have the courage to put myself out there in the public, which is not a huge comfort zone for me. So I'm interested to hear from you guys. What is your comfort zone? What are you doing to bring courage into your business? Um, if not now, then when, I figure. So what are you doing to really step up to the plate and get things to the end game? Bring in that courage, bring in the drive to really get it done. If it's something you've been talking about for, a whole year with 8 different launch dates, I'm sure we all have them. So thanks for listening in to my story of drama in the launch of the membership. But I will be back with you next week. So take care, my friends.